Hello there and welcome back to Terraformental. So I'm kind of wondering if we can start going straight up towards the dam. Because there seems to be a lot that we can do there. Instead of having the water purifier go straight through the crates. That should take a few minutes to get all of them. Maybe that's the reason why they're there, as like a source of resources early on. All the pauses are way too fast. We'll get the generator. I won't install it. Because I don't know if you need it on the other area. The other thing is we'll go to Lorien, get the water purifier early on. I don't know. Depends on how long it takes to go towards the dam. Let's see, anything I skipped? Oh yeah, this one. Takes 3 minutes. 1.5 power. Let's just try it. Yeah, we might be in trouble with power. But we can at least get there. Like way early on. Yeah, this still takes a bit. Wait. Oh, this is the first time, because the other one was like find your way to the dam. This is drive to the dam. So the other one was like 2 power drain. This is 1.5. So once we clear it at least once, this should give a decent increase in the speed next time. It also drains way less power. I'm gonna see if we can get all the crates done before we go further. if there's anything in there. So don't activate it manually yet. And get all the crates. Because they should be full of resources. At least the water pouches. Water bottles. Because I'm gonna need those. Food supply. Yeah, so this is about 3 minutes, the other one's like 4 or 5 minutes. So this is the faster way to do it. As long as you're not going the long route. Let's see, so I don't want to close that yet. So leave rover. Yeah, so get closest crate first. Yeah, this seems to be affecting each other as well. But no, they're not. They're all separate. Well, we've already done these two. Place your water samples. Not that great. Yeah, so it's a 25% increase. So even the glacier water will keep us alive for a bit. But we'll still take it. We'll get the grey crate as well. Oh, we still have the water bottle. Oh yeah, they gave us 2 water bottles. And then 2 small water bottles we still have. Then the next one will be the glacier water samples. And then next up will be food that we're gonna be missing. So yeah, water that we use up way more of. And the more we do these, the faster it goes, so. Yeah, so this gives you 6.25 water in total. It's not that great. Well, it's better than nothing. Yeah, because we got this here this early, we still have like 10 minutes before the dam closes, or we manually activate it and get way more time. Hopefully one of these has a bunch of food. Well, the grey crate was fairly easy to grab hold of. Its weight and it being partly buried in mud gave you considerably difficulty. Unfortunately, the mod also seems to have wiped the facility name off entirely, so you're not getting any more letters from this one. The seal still seems intact though, which is a very good thing. It initially seems to be a crate of electrical supplies. Most of it's not of any use to you for now anyway. But you do snag a power coupler and an empty spare power cell underneath a layer of supplies though. You find several bottles of alcohol, which are of no use to you, but makes you very curious as to who was packing this crate and why. Oh yeah, we're mostly out of resources. Yeah, food's gone. This is going to be the hardest one to get. Even while holding onto some of the roots of the riverbank, leaning out over the water and stretching as far as you can. You can still only just touch the corner of the furthest crate with your foot. The first few times your foot slips off and you nearly notch it further out into the water, but eventually you manage to pull it slightly towards you. From there, it gets a lot easier. The only remaining letter of the facility name on this one is A, and it looks like it was the last one of a 6 or 7 letter name. Much like the first green crate, inside you find 3 more water bottles. There's no food in there. Close them. Wait, what? Oh, that's the install power cell. Let's see. Across the river. There's no use to installing the empty power cell at the moment. Drive up the hill. Takes about 11 seconds. Yeah, we quickly eat to find food. Yeah, follow the ridge. I was suddenly expecting to run out of food though, this early on. Like the Lorien Trail over again, where you you don't have enough resources. So you get a bunch of water but no food. About a minute of food. Yeah, it won't even have like 30 seconds. So it can barely do anything. Oh, we're also about to run out of power. Yeah, we need way more power. So it does look like we need to go to the Lorien station. We're done. At least try to install the empty power cell. Don't think we can actually get that to work. No, we're out of food completely. That's actually a quick end. 12 minutes. Let's try this again. I'm actually going to Lorien this time. I want fuel. And also keep the food synthesizer in here. But we're kind of gonna need it. You take the water pouches. Thanks. Go to generator. Yeah, so water wasn't that big of a deal. Time is gonna be a problem. this. Do that up as well. You have all the protein bars. Let's see, I don't want to install that. Give me about the pouch, leave. Yeah, it takes about 2 minutes now. Other thing will be go straight there. Takes less than a minute to get there. Takes 2.5 minutes. Drains a stupid amount of our power. No, I think we just need to go to Lorien first. Still gonna take a minute. Other way is still install the generator. Basically get the fuel. And just skip everything else. That is a thing we can just do. Might not be a bad idea. Yeah, let's just queue that up. I do want the fuel. We're not there yet. Let's see. Oh, it's installing the generator. Gather the lost supplies. Gather supplies from outside. Because we don't really need to go inside. To be fair. Getting the bigger storage. And also getting the power, what's it called? The bigger power storage and then getting the fuel. It's gonna help us way more. And I don't really need the food and stuff from inside. Let's install both of the power cells. Yeah, I think food is gonna be our biggest issue. It gives us a bunch of fuel. There we go, so... Yeah, that still takes like 3 minutes and 27 seconds. Alice takes about a minute, but we can completely restock on like all of the food supplies. This is the reason why you want to go back. So this is taking up a lot of time. The only issue. Add fuel to generator. So I can actually power. Can power up. All in 1 minute. Gets drained in even way less. Let's use up half the fuel. Yeah, now we're running against the clock. I'll park it first. Then we get food, bars, water pouches. Get as much as we can. Let's see. Let's absorb this one first, and then we leave. And then go towards the dam. Yeah, it still takes a bit. That's the biggest issue. It takes too long. And the main reason why you want to go back to Talos is mostly because of the food supplies at this point. Because if you don't go back, you don't have enough to survive. And if you go into Lorien, you get the ration packs. But it takes so long to get through it that it's not really worth it. I actually doubt that the crates are worth it as well. It takes like several minutes to get all of them. And then mostly just have some water. One is a power coupler, which could be useful. It probably is something we need. And we don't really need to increase in power storage. So I'm probably just gonna go in, open and go through the dam. Make this a bit faster in the meantime. Yeah, close the dam. Oh, now combined. So we can now do drive through. That takes about 1 minute and 23 seconds. Yeah, we actually have a decent amount of power, so Not in trouble with that one at least. It still takes a bit though. 40 seconds. Oh, we're on the ridge. There was one that we needed to clear. That was persistent at least. Yeah, we only have small water bottles. Drive around the plateau. Let's clear this one first. So there's two locations we can go towards. So drive to the central compound of the quarry. Let's go to the central first. Hopefully find resources there. Like water. The open vehicle bay. Oh, as you finish your loop around the base of the plateau, you're disappointed but not surprised to confirm the lack of any easy way up the third compound. Perhaps if you could find some climbing gear, you'd be able to scale the sheer cliff that encircle it. But until then, it seems very reliant on finding the tram and riding it up to the top. Drawing closer to the central compound, it becomes obvious that this is a barracks. The main living quarters and offices were all the people who lived at Santorini. The vehicle bay is quite modest, after the ones at Talos and Lorien, designed only for a handful of rovers, and one or two scouting aircraft compared to their several dozen. Since you know everyone evacuated though, there should be plenty of room for your rover in there. The only other feature of note is a small tram station on one side of the compound, but it seems designed to be accessed from inside. Given your previous luck in such matters, you're pleasantly surprised when the rover easily connects to Santorini systems and the vehicle bay door slides smoothly open and to allow you access. Whatever other issue the station may be suffering from, lack of power doesn't seem to be one of them. Oh, so we can oh, we're recharging. I think, no, we're not recharging, we're using power. But it should be able to recharge our rover then. If there's a... Yep, this has power. Back to charger. Let's explore the workshop first. Yeah, so this place has more than enough power for the rover. Yeah, these should all be persistent. An assistant from the rover informs you that the rover has finished recharging itself. You quickly realize that this room is far more than just a workshop. It's built more like a miniature construction line, with several rovers in varying states of completion. This might even be where every rover was originally built, before being sent out to the individual facilities. Along one wall is a series of blueprints detailing every major system, as well as a few optional modules which can be swapped out depending on the intended use. Oh, this is bad. There's no water. How long do we have? Explore barracks. Yeah, we don't have enough water. Yeah, this is cutting it really close. Hopefully there are resources here, otherwise we need to go get the water purifier really early on at the Lorien station. Because we're having that issue again. And there seems to be a lot of persistent stuff here. We have enough. 1.9. Yeah, we have enough. Fill water bottle. Fill everything. So that was the way of getting our resources filled up. So we don't need it. Because this is more than enough. Oh, we need to hack through stuff again. Oh, read the diary. What's quick to complete? Explore the tram station. We'll be here until we get disintegrated. Oh, these are normal water bottles as well. So 4.15 water. No, that's not what it says. Wait, why is it like this? It's 3.75 water each. I think the value is messed up. Design lab. Let's see, as you predicted, most of the building is taken up by bedrooms, a communal mess hall and bathrooms, and a small suite of offices. A few things catch your eye during your tour though. First is the expected administrator's office, locked as always. Next happens to be the neighboring office, which is not locked and seems to be set up as a design lab for developing new equipment. Finally, you find a water recycler and food synthesizer in the mess hall, which, from your brief inspection, actually seems to be fully operational. One of the bedrooms does contain a bookshelf holding dozens of journals which look similar to a marriage diary you read at Lorien. Tram station seems pretty standard, a small waiting area with a few seats, windows overlooking the tracks, a set of doors that presumably only open when the tram is here, which it currently is not, and the basic terminal for calling the tram. There is also a cargo unloading area, but it seems quite small, only intended for shipments of supplies, components or equipment. Oh, so you can call it. Explore design lab, takes 3 minutes to get through that thing. Let's do the explore design lab. So I actually don't know how long it takes before we get murdered, but I'll at least get the persistent ones running. So it looks like these two are easier to complete. Also, this probably gives you some ways to upgrade your rover. Oh, this place generates 100 power per second, but uses up 90 for normal operations. That's a lot. As you begin poking around the design lab, it quickly becomes apparent that most of the science described by the various diagrams and equations is going way over your head. One set of sketches does catch your eye though. It looks like an image of a rover's motor, with a few key changes. If you understand the notes correctly, then it could increase the speed and efficiency of the motors in theory. It seems to be incomplete though. Maybe you can find some indication on the computers of where the rest of the schematics are, if they exist at all. So that means we can get around faster, well, I'm guessing. Takes a minute. Let's actually do inspect blueprints. Yeah, the hack admin office door is gonna take too long. So it was a good idea to just skip everything and go straight for this compound. Many of the schematics lining the wall are covered by are covering the basic systems which you already have a good working knowledge of. Many more are far too complex to do you much good. One of the few which does catch your eye is regarding solar panels mounted on the roof. You need to find a set of solar panels, an extra power coupler and some metal to mount it all on the rover, but it doesn't seem too complex of a task. You recall seeing a few solar panels powering the farther out support facilities around Talos and Lorien. Some of them might be small enough to and suitable for mounting on the rover. So that's why you have sheet metal. So that is neat. We can actually get solar panels. Let's see, inspect incomplete rover. It probably has stuff as well. I don't need a timer where it says about to get disintegrated. To actually know how long we have before we're gone. Let's see, unfortunately most of the partially assembled rovers are little more than the chassis, parts of the hull and some of the primary systems. There are a number of spare motors and power couplers you could take, but nothing more. Oh, the final one has anything of greater interest. It is a water recycler fitted with a quick cycling filter. You could install it on your rover if there's space, or just take the filter to upgrade the speed of your own. Let's inspect designer computers. Do all of these up at least. But they're getting close to like a second. That's not too bad. I don't think we used up any of the air tanks though. At all. All the actual research on the computers is heavily encrypted, far too heavily for you to have any hopes of accessing. Even the messages sent between the engineers here and elsewhere are locked up tighter than any other system you've encountered. It's about the only information of any use you can access is where they were communicating with. And the large majority seems to be from a city named Strabo. Maybe you could search for more information about it in the Lorien computers. Oh, so we need to go back to Lorien. Do this one first. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we can't do. Actually, none of the diaries seem to have any titles or labels. Instead, you have to open each one and check the dates of the first and last entries, occasionally skimming the entries themselves to get an idea of what was going on at the time. Feels like we have way more time than before. Maybe it's because we have the other artifact that we're not getting punished. Yeah, if we can actually get the solar panels, we don't need the other stuff. From what you can tell, each book covers about 6 months. The first few years worth are from when Mary was undergoing training for her first assignment. After that, she spends a decade helping to terraform a different planet. This was already partway through the process. It seems she only got reassigned to this planet, the name of which she's unaware of, in order to protect the corporation's interest. Partway through the most recent volume to take over from a previous expedition member who had repeatedly failed to meet expectations. So she's been here nearly 5 years. Wait until that's done and queue these up. But wait, the terraforming process has been refined over the past century or so, and now it takes about a decade. If Mary has been here 5 years, it says the planet was already several years into its terraformation process before that, then it should be almost finished by now. The planet should be covered with plants and trees. The atmosphere should be breathable, at least for a short time. But from anything you've seen, it's not even close to that stage, something that has seriously set back the terraformation timetable. And we got disintegrated again. So it takes about 21 minutes, 21 seconds. Exactly. That's how long you have. Well, yeah, let's end the episode here, so thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.